Shea Hope's appointment signal a progressive shift for West Indies cricket. What is that saying, Basil? Is it saying that Rovman Powell was a man who attends the university, a graduate of the University of the West Indies, is not progressive? And given his success with the 50 over team in the last 18 months, when you look at Shea Hope's success with that 50 over team in the last 18 months, does that inspire confidence? Does that inspire a progressive shift, Basil?
No, that first paragraph is absolute rubbish. I mean, the record says that, right? As I stated out earlier, and you brought up another excellent point that that I had on my mind. The only time we have beaten a full strength team in T20 cricket in recent time, it was Rovman Powell on the Kohli in South Africa. That's the only series we have beaten a full strength team. No team, Sammy, as coach, has beaten in a series, whether it's ODI or T20 full strength, right? So, and again, I repeat, how could it be a progressive shift for the West Indies cricket given his success? His success is 10 and 13 against full member nations, whereas the other guy has a 500 record, 17 and 17 against full member nations. So that first paragraph is I don't know what to do. It just deserves to put in the garbage, or as usual, CWI and the media people blowing smoke up nowhere.
Dwight, as the team continues its evolution, Hope blends instinctive decision making with analytical precision, using in-depth match data and player performance insight to shape strategy. Rovman Powell wasn't doing these things. That's why Sammy let him go, Dwight.
Hold on 1 quick second before Dwight says something. I just want to address that. I just want to just put this when Dwight talks. You remember the game against Netherlands in the World Cup qualifiers when Alzari Joseph bowled a magnificent over, defended 8 runs to send us into a super over. And what did Shea Hope do? Continue, Chateau.
Even that before you continue, Chateau, since you start bringing up, do you remember that ODI match that Ruston Chase bowled the 49th over? And when I asked Hope, why did Chase bowl the 49th over? He said that's in the past. But when I asked him about the century that he made, he elaborated on it, and the century was in the past. Go ahead, Dwight Chateau.
You guys are rough, man. You guys are rough. Listen,
no.
I am not saying, and I don't want Darren Sammy to sit, listen to us talk, and say that he could not move on from Rovman Powell. That Rovman Powell.
Made that clear, and I personally have made that clear.
Yeah, I know.
Repeatedly said that the coach is ultimately responsible.
We are simply assessing the decision based.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I really just think it's necessary to say, because somebody might get the wrong impression that that's what we're saying, and we're not saying that. We're just saying, I'm saying, number one, more communication is needed. And looking at this press release, it's a Men in Black moment. That's all I'm thinking, that you are really flashing lights in front of our eyes. I mean, this is really overselling it. This is really overselling Shea Hope. This signals a progressive shift. Me reading that would believe that the team is in dire straits and this is a serious progressive shift in the fortunes of the team, and that's not true. This description of Shea Hope as this instinctive decision making, of blending instinctive decision making with analytic precision. With all due respect, I've not seen that.
No.
See, so I just think that some of these things were like not necessary. You could have paid tribute to Rovman Powell. You could have and just indicated that you believe that at this stage that it's now time to move to Shea Hope and all of that without overselling it. And I just think that this is unnecessarily overselling it. And while you're overselling it, you're literally trampling on the good work that Rovman Powell has done unnecessarily. That's just my opinion. All right, but that's the release. Eh?
Of everything that this press release said, everything, and we can look at it. The one that I think hurts Rovman the most is that sentence. Shea is a strong believer in team performances. If you're saying Shea Hope is a strong believer in team performances, and you need to make that point, because you're removing one captain and you are replacing him with another, and you are making the point that the man is a strong believer in team performances. The converse then is true that Powell doesn't believe in it. And
Yes.
nothing can go so.
Yeah.
What can go so, Basil?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, when you put this release up at the start, I said this release is a serious indictment of Powell as a captain and as a player, right? You know, I mean, this last thing here again is an indictment of him both as a captain and as a player. After the and his meticulous preparation. Now we could see this, for example. We know when Powell came into this cricket, when as soon as a man bowling slow, he was at sea. And we have seen progressive strides of Powell's ability to play spin over the years. So it's obvious this guy has been working meticulously and trying to improve his skill set against spin. Also, as you continue, coupled with his calm and composed demeanor under pressure, I rarely have ever seen Powell exhibit anything but on the cricket field as captain, whether it's in franchise, whether it's for Jamaica, etc. And one of the things I would say about Powell is a guy that likes, even sometimes he may not have the capability at the time to do it, but he relishes being able to be put in a pressure situation to lead his team out to deep waters and to victory. So, you know, you have to be calm and composed in those situations to be successful. So I think this whole release really knocked Mr. Powell hard, man. In my view, very serious indictment of Powell.